Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following message that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our sister, and this is the translation of the message that she sent to me. The message reads like this: Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? So me and my husband and some of his relatives, we are really confused. We do not know what are we supposed to do. But I have seen that when you do not have any money in this world, your life, it is just worthless. So when I got married to my husband, I was happy when I found out that his father, my father-in-law, is rich, like ultra rich. If his money was clean money, there was no need for me to be in South Africa, because the man, he is loaded, he has a lot of money. But what hurts me the most is that it's his business. But what hurts me the most is that my husband is suffering. It is not only my husband, his sisters as well, they are suffering. This man, he has trucks and buses, but the way that he assists people that are not related to him, you will think that this man is an angel that was sent by God to assist those that are poor. But we have since learned that this man, the reason as to why he only assist those people that are not related to him by blood, it is because this is part of his rituals that he has to perform. And as for his children, they have to suffer. My husband is poor. He is really poor. If it was not that I have a lot, and if it was not for the love that I have for him, I would have left my husband a long time ago. But I have been staying with him because I love him. It then happened that when we were here in South Africa, we then started going around visiting some prophets. And each and every place that we will go to, we were always told that my father-in-law is a ritualist. My father-in-law is a ritualist. So one of my husband's brother-in-law, who is married to his sister, then came and we had a family meeting. He said that he had managed to get these phone numbers of this other traditional healer who is also here on YouTube, but he is from Zim. He said that he had spoken with that traditional healer. He told us the amount that was needed. With the way that we are suffering here in South Africa, the money, it was quite a lot, but we tried by all means and we saved up the money. Then we went to Zim. So when we went to Zim, what that traditional healer had said that you are not supposed to go to the village first. You must come to my house. We then went straight to Harare. When we went to Harare, this man, when you come to his house for some consultation, then there is a place where you will be sleeping. So we went to that place where the other people were sleeping. Some of them, they were from South Africa, but most of them, they were Zimbabwean who are working in South Africa. They had came to consult with that same traditional healer. We then went into the consultation room. When we went into that consultation room, he said that my father-in-law is a very powerful wizard. So the only thing that was going to make my father-in-law to come to his house so that we can sort this matter out, so that his things, they can be destroyed, his tokology, we were supposed to do go back to send a prayer. So we were happy and we said, finally, God has done it for us. We are now going to be assisted. So he said that tomorrow we are going to see what we can do. The go back to sender was done. The next morning, Brother Nash, we were happy when we saw the old man. He came and he always travels with his bodyguards. So when we saw him entering into the traditional healer's compound, we were more than happy and we said that God, indeed you are there. So now know that there is a God in heaven. This man, he just walked past the place where we were sitting down. We thought that maybe he was going to speak with us, but he went straight into the consultation room, even jumping the queue. He went there, he was allowed, and they had their private consultation. My father-in-law left that consultation room. He did not even speak with us. He just went. So we thought that maybe he had gone to collect something in his car, but he just drove away with his bodyguards. So we said, let us wait. Patience pays. And we waited and we waited. People were coming and they were being assisted. Some of them, they will be celebrating after they would have consulted with that traditional healer. So there was this other family that was also from South Africa. So we were like communicating with them throughout the night, and they were telling us that they were there because their own mother is also said to be a witch. The following morning, these people, they were made to jump the queue, and they went and they consulted with that same traditional healer. Whilst we were waiting from morning, we were just sitting in the queue until it was somewhere around 4 p.m. That was when one of my sister-in-law got so angry. She got up and she started speaking with that traditional healer, and she said, "Why are you doing this to us? Have you been given some money? Why are you ignoring us? Because since morning we have been sitting here. Look, you have almost finished helping all of these people, but we have been here since yesterday. Please, can you tell us what is going on?" So this man, he then said, "Go and sit down. I will help you in my own time." He said that, "Are you trying to force me? Are you trying to teach me how to do my job? Go and sit down. You do not know anything." So my sister-in-law got so angry because we had paid a lot of money. So we thought that this man, he was supposed to attend to us, but the man, he kept on ignoring, and he kept on ignoring us until we said, "You know what, to hell with this, let us just leave this place." So when the traditional healer saw that we were getting out of his compound, he said that anyone that is going to go out of my compound, know that I won't be able to assist him, and I won't be able to do anything. And we just said, "But we have been sitting here and you have been ignoring us." So we left, my brother. And when we left, he said that, "Then know that there is no refund, because I have already told you that your father, he is the one who is bewitching you. The reason as to why he has a lot of money, it is because of his tokologies. You need to be patient." But we just left that place. It then happened that we went to my father-in-law's place. When we went there, my brother, that was when my husband got so angry. He said that, "But father, can't you see that I am suffering? Father, can't you see that your family is suffering? Why are you not doing anything about it?" Then my husband was beaten up. So right now, we do not know what are we supposed to do. The only money that we had, we went with that money to that traditional healer, thinking that he was going to assist us, but he did not assist us. So we do not know if he was given a lot of money, or maybe he got scared and he saw that my father-in-law, he has more spiritual powers than he has. But at least he was supposed to tell us that he is afraid of my father-in-law. So the suffering continues. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister right there, hoping that the story was not lost in translation. Then there is another message. The following message that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation reads like this: "Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? I want to tell you the things that we did on my grandfather's grave." So this grandfather of mine, he was a great hunter. He was a well-known hunter in our village. So at that time, me and my younger brothers and my little sisters, we had came here to South Africa to work. And then there was this other particular trip when we had returned back to Zim. It was me and my wife during the December holidays. Whilst we were there, my father then said that we were supposed to go and communicate with our ancestors. And when I would return back to South Africa, then I was going to find great wealth. So in our culture, you know that when you are communicating with your ancestors, you go to this other tree that is a holy tree that is called the Mohacha tree. So I prepared, and as we started walking, I saw that we were headed towards the graveyard where we bury our relatives. When we went there, I thought that maybe my father just wanted to show me something. We then went to his father's grave, and then he said that I was supposed to kneel down. So I knelt down. Then he said that he had this other paper that he had wrote the names. So when we arrived at that grave, he said that I was supposed to kneel down. So I then knelt down. after I had knelt down, I then saw that my father, in his bag, he had this other book, and he took that book, and I saw that he had written the names of my cousin brothers, my cousin sisters, including my own siblings. And he said that I was supposed to cancel out all of their names. He then gave me a red pen. So after he had given me a red pen, then he said, cancel their names. And after you'd have cancelled their names, then just in front of that name, I was supposed to write that all that belonged to you now belongs to me. All the gifts that you were born with, they now belongs to me. That book that had the names of my cousin, brothers and sisters cancelled out with all the curses of poverty, he said, place them at where your grandfather's feet are, and the paper that has my name, my children's name, and all the blessings, he said that I should place them where my grandfather's head is lying. So I then did that, and he said that I was supposed to sprinkle some powdered tobacco. When we returned the following morning, we saw that there was a little flower that was growing. I waited until that flower had blossomed, and he said that I want you to take this flower. I took it and I replanted it at my own compound. This flower, it is still there. My father said that as long as this flower will be blossoming, so your blessings will be. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our dear brother. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.